Hello and welcome everyone, Lionheart here, and another raw review. This time I'm looking at the Satechi, I hope I've said that right, AirBass active Bluetooth speakers. Now, I haven't done a speaker review since the Microlab FC50s, so I was actually really surprised when I was contacted completely out of the blue by Satechi, and apparently, I don't know if it's the boss of the company or a boss within the marketing department, but apparently he watches my channel, or they watch my channel, he or she, I don't know, but yeah, they apparently watched my channel and thought that, you know, I should have a look at these new high-end speakers that they just released, and my thoughts on whether they'd be good for gaming and obviously general use. So hopefully that's what this review is going to show. I know, terrible day to get a big old spot right in the forehead, but oh well, we must review on. But yeah, so let's have a look at these speakers. They are Bluetooth. It is just a 2.0 set. It's not with a subwoofer of itself, but it does actually have a subwoofer out connector, which I'll again show in a moment. So in fact, we're going to have a look at it now. Let's have a look at those speakers, and we'll hear a rundown of what it comes with and its specs. So here are the Satechi AirBass Bluetooth speakers, and as you can see, they come in black, but you can also get them in white. I will show you their retail price, and also for some people in the UK or basically non-US buyers, this may potentially have a little bit of an issue, but they're only available, as far as I can tell right now, in the US. I haven't found a retailer in the UK selling them. I've looked on Amazon UK and I haven't been able to find them. I haven't looked in other European stores, so they may well be available there. But at the moment, they actually have an offer on the Satechi website. They're marked down to $99.99. So I did a quick conversion of that with a dollar to pound website, and it comes up at around about £60, which for a set of Bluetooth speakers isn't bad at all. As far as, you know, as far as my knowledge of speakers goes, that seems pretty reasonable, and for Bluetooth ones as well. And there are plenty of other features which I'll show you shortly, which again I think justifies the price. And looking at other reviews, people have generally said that for the price these are an absolute steal. And obviously you'll have to wait till the end of the review to find out if I agree with that or not. But before we go any further, this is the plug. Now, as you can see, well, actually no, that's not the plug. That's the plug. As I mentioned, these have come from the US. So again, massive thank you to Satechi just send them out to me, because they're probably expensive with import tax and things like that, or whatever, or paying that themselves to get these sent over to me. But in order to get these over to me and so that I could use them, they very kindly supplied me with their Satechi Smart Travel Router, which is an adapter box for absolutely pretty much every single power connector you could ever want. You can plug them all into the top, what you've got. And then you select along the bottom which sort of power zone you're going to. Those pop out there for USA and Australia. Europe is down the bottom, and you pop the button in and that flicks out to plug you in there. And then for good old Blighty in the UK, you pop right to the end and then you just flick up the third power switch and it goes in there. As you can see, got some USB ports there, so you can charge other devices straight through it if you want as well, which is really useful. So this is on Amazon, and it's £40 on Amazon, but considering that it connects to absolutely every single power supply, I think that's pretty darn good. I'm not going to give that you know, any further review or score as such, but I think that's a really great piece of kit. So if you do need a travel adapter for all your needs, if you travel a lot, go to different obviously power zones as such, then this is a very handy device, very solid, very sturdy, and I love the fact that it has USB ports on it as well, because so many things charge off USB. But anyway, yeah, so with the charger, just plug that in, or the charger rather, the power plug as such, plug it in like that, and that's how I have mine set up. So as you can see, I've got it connected via Bluetooth to my Samsung Galaxy S4. It just shows up. To connect via Bluetooth, all you have to do is when the speakers are on, so when you plug them in, you can just press and hold the volume button here, hold that in for 3 seconds, that will turn it on, and you do same again to turn them off. For the Bluetooth mode, while the speakers are on, press the button until the light indicator blinks blue, and then it will go into pairing mode, at which point it'll then come up on your phone, and then you can just tap the it will come up as SX200 for the speakers, and then you're connected via Bluetooth. So very simple and easy to pair. Personally, I wouldn't have minded a separate Bluetooth like pair button here, because this obviously also controls the volume, and it obviously does power on, power off. Sometimes I have found it a tiny bit fiddly getting it right, but within a few moments I've managed to get it onto the right pairing mode or what have you. But that aside, to be honest, it is a very painless process, and then you can instantly play some music from your phone or any other Bluetooth device you want. I will play some music for you in a moment, but obviously, copyright being what it is, it'll have to be some royalty-free stuff. But I will also, because this is the main reason I kind of feel that I was sent these almost, because I'm a gaming channel, was to see how these speakers cope in a gaming scenario. So let's actually have a look at the back of one of these speakers. We'll have a look at the left one first. So the back of the left here, very straightforward. You get this speaker wire with it, and you basically have to connect them yourself, and you just thread them through the holes and then turn the screws down to lock onto the speaker wire, and that sends the power between the two. And obviously, well, not the power, but, well, yes, I assume the power and obviously the audio itself, so you have it in stereo. But the back of the right speaker is where it's all happening. As you can see, we've got all these wires coming in. So at the top we have an audio in, and I should also say, besides the power plug that comes with it and the speaker wire, you also get an RCA cable, right and left, which goes into a 3.5mm jack, so you can connect that into your PC or any other device. But I've got an auxiliary cable lying around, so I just plugged it in via that. You also have the sub output, so while these speakers do have their own little subwoofers built in to pack some bass, as the AirBass name suggests, if you want to really bring it up to the next level, or if you're really fanatic about your bass and you want to put some more in there, you can just connect it to a powered sub via the sub output there, which is very useful. Plus, because again, Bluetooth, and you're most likely be doing that from your phone or your iPod or something like that. If that's getting low, you can just plug it in via the USB port at the back and charge it, which I think is very good. They've thought of pretty much everything there you're going to want to connect to it, and it's very easy to connect up. Obviously, it's got the power cable going in the back, and that is it. So these speakers, very nice, slim design. Can't really fault the design. It's very, very minimal, but do you really need anything over the top for speakers? Personally, I don't think so. I think they look fine. Obviously they're not flashy, but they do the job. So you have a solid blue light when it's paired, and it should be a red light when the speakers are on, although that will then go off, I've found, if it's just connected up to my PC. But again, you just hold down that button here. The tactile feedback that you get with the volume dial is very nice. The thing I didn't like about the Microlab FC50 speakers was that they are controlled via this, which is actually a bit dusty, as you can see, which is just a free spinning dial. So, oh, sorry, whack the camera there. So as you can see, when you spin it, there is no tactile feedback at all, and you don't know if you're going up or down. Well, you obviously know which way you're spinning it, but that can cause some issues. So that's the issue I had with the Microlab speakers. With these, you're in a pretty safe place, because you definitely know you're going up and you definitely know you're going down, and to what degree. These things pack a huge punch, as you guys are going to see in a moment. So let's do a sound test first. We'll listen to the same bit of music, royalty-free, that I played for the Microlab speakers, called Land of the Wizard from Machinima Sound. And then I'm going to show me playing some Titanfall, and you can hear the explosions and the sounds while I'm doing that. And then we will wrap up this review. Okay, so we're just going to play a bit of Land of the Wizard, and I will crank up the sound very loud. So if you're listening through headphones or something like that, or through your own speakers, you might want to get ready to control that volume dial on the video. But I'm going to turn it. I'm going to crank it up once the music plays a little bit, just so you can see how powerful these things are and how the sound comes out at higher volume levels. So here we go. This is at what I'd probably normally listen to music at, that level. And now I'm going to start cranking up, so you won't be able to hear me, but we'll crank it up for about 10 seconds or so. So prepare yourselves, here we go. Okay, so we went all the way up. Well, I didn't hit a limit. It will keep on spinning, but it only just started getting distorted right at the top end there. But even if you're having a party with loads of people, you know, you're not going to get to that level, and the music is still going to come through really nice, crisp and clear. Now, obviously, that's not the best track to show vocals and things like that on, but it's the best I can do, obviously, within the parameters. So yeah, it's within the best parameters that I can do this sort of sound test. But listening to loads of music on my iTunes, recently I was listening to Ed Sheeran's I See Fire, and that was absolutely awesome through these speakers, as well as Ellie Goulding's Burn, like a bit of Ellie Goulding. So pretty much all the music with like really good punchy vocals. The highs were crisp and clear, the mids were fine, and the bass for speakers without their own subwoofer was brilliant. I was very much impressed by the level of bass these things do deliver. Plus the fact that they have their own subwoofer output port, so you can connect up if you do want. That's fine, but if you don't have the space for a subwoofer, or you don't have one, then you don't need one, because they still provide a decent amount of bass. So here we are with some Titanfall. I'm going to whack up the sound on the speakers any moment, and you guys can hear a minute or two worth of what Titanfall sounds like through the AirBass speakers.
Ready in 30 seconds. Titan ready in 15 seconds. Hey, your Titan's good to go. Call it when ready.
Boss, we're seriously losing this fight. You gotta step it up out there.
AI offline. Pilot mode engaged. Recovery recommended. Warning, threat level high. Warning, another Titan is attacking you. Caution. Warning, severe reactor damage sustained.
So what have we learned? Well, one, I suck at Titanfall, but hopefully that to you guys sounded as good, well, nearly as good as what I was hearing. Obviously my own camera is probably not going to pick up as well as that sound was coming out, but I'm really impressed with how these speakers sound with games, which for me is kind of the main reason I use them. Obviously, I listen to music, and I love the fact that I can just be sitting here, can get my Samsung S4, whack some music out because it's already paired via Bluetooth. If I want to do that, and I just press the Bluetooth mode, start playing music out there. If I'm chilling with my girlfriend or whatever. Plus, we've actually used me and my brother have actually used these speakers. We've had some friends over recently, we're watching some films, listening to music, just had them on in the background. These are really great speakers, and also the fact that we can Bluetooth connect them up to anyone's phone, they can instantly share, what music they want to listen to next. So I really struggled to find any negatives with these speakers. I know some people are probably going to say they're not that bassy, not that punchy, but to be honest, they're not marketed as a 2.1 set, so you don't expect them to come with their own speaker. They have a subwoofer out. Obviously, they do have their own little bass units in there, producing some kind of bass. It's not insanely punchy, but it's enough. I mean, I've listened to plenty of what I would consider bassy songs, and they've been fine. I haven't really thought, oh, this could use a bit more oomph to it. They're perfectly fine, and for £60 or $99.99, I think that is a ruddy good deal. I don't know of any other speakers that that really match it. And obviously, I haven't looked at any other speakers, or rather reviewed any other speakers within that price bracket with Bluetooth capability. And a USB point on the back, which is incredibly useful. We love USB ports in this day and age, and an extra one to be able to charge with is brilliant. So, massive plus. So, the only thing I'm really going to kind of mark it down to the tiniest bit is, maybe the bass isn't as powerful as some people would like. I think it's fine for what you're paying for, and for a non 2.1 set, a 2.0 set that doesn't come with its own subwoofer. I think that's fine. I love the fact that it comes with its own I say its own. I love the fact that it comes with an output jack for, or rather plug for a subwoofer. Should you want to connect subwoofer, so it gives you that option. You're not left thinking, oh well, I can either have my crappy speakers with a great subwoofer or great speakers but no subwoofer, because these come with the option to plug a subwoofer in if you have one. But yeah, the only main thing I'm going to say, I personally would have actually liked to have seen a separate pairing button for Bluetooth. I know why they've kept it all in the one button. I know why they've kept it all in there, and that is ease of access, simplicity, and it works. Just sometimes maybe it's the tiniest bit fiddly, but maybe a separate Bluetooth button would help solve that. But really, I'm kind of picking holes where there aren't really any holes to be found, to be honest. Just tiny small things like that, but really these are great speakers. I'm giving them a raw recommendation, which for those of you that don't know, that's kind of the highest credit that I can give a product. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10, just because I don't really like to give products a 10 out of 10 because it means there's nothing to improve. Obviously, that you can always improve, you can always make things better, but I give it a 9.5. A raw review recommendation, a raw recommendation for this product. So really, if you're looking for new computer speakers, or just speakers to add to your existing, to a sound system with a subwoofer or something like that, then these are perfect. They're really good. I honestly, the only reason why I'm probably not going to use them as much is, one, because my brother insists that we have them kind of downstairs in the living room, so that when we have friends round, we can listen to them through that, because they're really a lot better than any speakers we've got downstairs. And also because my brother likes using them with the PlayStation 3 as well. But also because with the Microlab speakers, they come with a subwoofer already, and it does make a difference with the bass. Of course, it's going to. These don't come with a subwoofer, so they're gonna lack some bass punch there. So that's why I'm sticking with the FC50s for now. But if I had a subwoofer to plug into these things, I'd be using them over them any day. The sound is just fantastic. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this review of the Satechi AirBass active Bluetooth speakers. And yes, if these do come out in a retailer in the UK, I will update you guys and let you know. But for now, links in the description to the Satechi website where you can pick up a pair yourself. And also don't forget that travel plug adapter. Massive thanks to Satechi for sending this to me to have a look at. Completely out of the blue, they contacted me, so it was fantastic. I love these products. Maybe I'll get a chance to look at some more of their speakers in the future. But massive thumbs up, and whoever at Satechi watches my videos, hello. Hope you're enjoying my current Let's Plays and campaigns. So yes, a raw review for the AirBass speakers.